Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth, beloved daughters and sons of Yahuah. We are continuing on with video number 32 of Beguiled Eden to Armageddon, Volume 1. And we are on the Deceptive Gnostic version of Mary, or Miriam, Magdalene. For Satan's plan to come to fruition at the end of the age, it required mixing of doctrines and twisting of stories concerning Mary or Miriam Magdalene, a follower of Yahushua, having actually married him. Magdalene, in esoteric teaching of agnostics, was considered a whore who had demons that Yahushua removed. The scripture had at no time considered Magdalene to be the same woman as the famed adulteress of Scripture, but only a woman Yahushua delivered from demonic problems. Agnostics taught Magdalene and Yahushua had children, which, like the virgin cults before, give their children a divine heritage. This secret lineage was named Merovingian, and most all kings and princes of Europe, including every kingdom of this world, seem to be all tied to it. In reality, it is a deceptive lineage contrived to give Satan's serpent lineage, which survived the flood by way of Ham and his mother, blue blood status to rule and reign. Merovingian family members are descendants not of Yahushua or Mary Magdalene, but of Eve or Kua and Cain's lineage through Ham and his mother's lineage, which included Nimrod and Semiramis, followed by Isis and Horus. Cain's lineage ruled before the flood, where it is claimed that they were part human and part scaled or serpent. After the flood, stone carvings of Nimrod show him as a mixed breed, part man and part scaled being. In Egypt, or Mitzrayim, the Sphinx exhibits a mixed being between a pharaoh and a lion. The pharaoh's headdress, shaped like a cobra, even has a cobra on its forehead, true markings of the serpent. There have always been serpents among us, who have always been rulers of this world. Scripture says Satan offered Yahushua the kingdoms of this world. If Satan was not the ruler, he could not have offered them to Yahushua. And the devil, taking him up into a high mountain, showed him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give you, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it. If thou therefore wilt worship me, all shall be yours. And Yahushua answered and said unto him, Get behind me, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship Yahushua, or Yahuah, thy Elohim, and him only shalt thou serve. Luke 4:5-8. Okay. And this one I'm going to put with this one. Kings and king makers. The scripture tells us Yahuah never wanted to put a king over his people because destruction would occur. Yet they wanted to be ruled like pagans who answered to Satan. What a tragic history such a demand brought to Yahuah's people, because it has continued till this day. Mankind still has not gained understanding. If you belong to Yahuah, you are not of the kingdoms of this world, because they belong to Satan. If you choose to be ruled by the world, then Satan has power over you. His lineage has been given serpent power within thoroughbred pedigrees to allow their divine right to rule earth. These means rulers of the world are all kindred spirits. And it came to pass, when Samuel was old, that he made his sons judges over Yasharal. Now the name of his firstborn was Joel, or Yual, and the name of his second, Abiyah, They were judges in Beersheba, and his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside after lucre, and took bribes and perverted judgment. Then all the elders of Yasharal gathered themselves together, and came to Samuel unto Ramah, and said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in the ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations. But the thing displeased Samuel, when they said, Give us a king to judge us. And Samuel prayed unto Yahuah. And Yahuah said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people in all that they say unto thee. For they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them. According to all the works which they had done since the day that I brought them out of the land of Mitzrayim, or Egypt, even unto this day, wherewith they have forsaken me, and served other gods. So do they also unto thee. Now therefore hearken unto their voice, howbeit yet protest solemnly unto them, and show them the manner of the king that shall reign over them. And Samuel told all the words of Yahuah unto the people that asked of him a king. And he said, This will be the manner of the king that shall reign over you. He will take your sons and appoint them for himself for his chariots, and to be his horsemen. And some shall run before his chariots. And he will appoint him captains over thousands and captains over 50s, and will set them to ear his ground and to reap his harvest, and to make his instruments of war and instruments of his chariots. And he will take your daughters to be confectionaries, and to be cooks and to be bakers. And he will take your fields and your vineyards and your olive yards, even the best of them, and give them to his servants. And he will take the tenth of your seed and of your vineyards, and give to his officers and to his servants. And he will take your men servants and your maid servants, and your goodliest young men, and your asses, and put them to his work. He will take the tenth of your sheep, and ye shall be his servants. And ye shall cry out in that day because of your king, which ye shall have chosen you. And Yahuah will not hear you in that day. Nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel. And they said, Nay, but we will have a king over us, that we also may be like all the nations, and that our king may judge us, and go out before us and fight our battles. And Samuel heard all the words of the people, and he rehearsed them in the ears of Yahuah. And Yahuah said to Samuel, Hearken unto their voice, and make them a king. And Samuel said unto the men of Yasharal, Go ye every man unto his city. 1 Samuel 8, 1-22. It was Satan's lineage of rulers who successfully brought Yahusha's blood to our generation of alchemists. And they have successfully, through biogenetic technology, birthed from it a cloned child. Yahusha's cloned image will soon become king of the world, but everyone will see him as Jesus. This explains why Yahusha declared, I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him you shall receive. John 5:43. Satan's plan of deception intensified the moment Yahusha resurrected. Satan knew that Yahusha's resurrected image left on the shroud would prove to the world he had conquered death. Yahusha's body was transformed into an eternal, incorruptible one, and forever proved mankind could escape Satan's grip if they followed Yahusha. Satan had to revise his plan once Yahusha was alive again. Satan is not ignorant and knew in years to come that blood left on the shroud could be regenerated. So he set out using his lineage to build a generation in which he could manipulate all mankind, solely through his esoteric teachings of hidden mysteries and sacred sciences. Satan's lineage enjoys enlisting Yahuah's children to rebel against their creator. Nothing hurts a father more than to have his own children turn against him. Satan filled the world with secret societies and their initiates who would seek technology needed to produce a vehicle for him to gain world dominion in. His greatest abomination is to be mimicking the real Yahusha, which everyone will see as Jesus, who isn't awake, in his own flesh at the final battle of good and evil, Armageddon. Imagine having having to fight a clone of yourself. Satan knew 2,000 years ago his wisdom, given to a generation of men and women seeking to be gods themselves, would offer him a vehicle of flesh to hurt Yahushua the most with and confuse the very elect. But Yahuah already knew that Satan would do what Satan would do, and is why Yahushua told his disciples to warn others about Satan's future plan, stating, "Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, but I am Yahushua, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. Do not trust them." Luke 21:8. It is obvious that pieces of a well-planned end-time agenda are falling into place, and the stage is being set for the greatest deception that this world has ever known. Next time we will be reading Illuminati Control. And the video after that will be European Intervention, a New Tower of Babel, and a new age designed to unleash animalistic behaviors. So I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson today, and I will be back on, I don't know about tomorrow. I have a very busy day tomorrow, but I will try to make some videos possibly tomorrow night. I love you all with an everlasting love, as our Abba Yahuah and the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth.